Hello everybody, and welcome to a new episode of the Bestiary of Terebia. And today I will talk to you about the manrat. So the first thing to know about the manrat is that there is three forms. We will see why later. So I will start with the more common. So the rat man. It's created by witchcraft with a man and a rat to create a sort of animals. So it's considered because of that as a created, but because of their capacity to reproduce very fast, it's sometimes considered as a natural. Their triangle number is 21, so it's dangerous, but it's possible to defend against them. And the advertise is side traps because it is very easily to trap them and simple than a fight. So here you have their position on the triangle of Wulfric. The second form is a wild manrat. So it's considered as very close as the Ratman, but it's a little bit human. It can walk on 2 feet. It's a little bit intelligent and so a little bit dangerous. You can see the triangle number is 35. And the advertise is fight them in little number because they can be in a high number and become very dangerous, but individually they are not very strong. So here we have the triangle of Wulfric. And finally the manrat. So it's very intelligent as a human and can it's very sociable and it's not very dangerous. It can be dangerous, but like a human, which can be who can be a killer or something like that. So it's not a danger in itself. So the advertise is not present because as the elves or the orcs, for example, it is possible to negotiate with them and to talk with them because they can speak and understand human language. So their triangle number is 1 because of that. Now, what are the locations of the manrats? In fact, their origins is the extreme east of Terebia, in the land of Tarjra, which is a forest with a jungle, and in the jungle a lot of witchcraft, which created the manrat. But as you can see on the map, now it is possible to find manrat everywhere in Terebia, but with different interactions with humans. And we will see that here. The first location is Tarjra. It's the origin of the manrat. It's in this location that they were created by the witchcraft to protect a temple or Jakti. So Jakti is a goddess of destruction, reconstruction, change, and also a word very difficult to translate, but it will be the heart and the love in destruction. For example, this goddess don't destroy to destroy something, but to save something in a transformation, for example. So it was used as a jungle regiment for a lot of reasons. The first is because they can hit everything, so it is very useful in the jungle because they don't have to work with a heavy pack food, for example, and also they are very resistant of against the illness, for example. And finally, they can reproduce themselves very fast, so it is very useful to have a regiment, because the losses can be restored very fast. The second place, you can see the map if you want, is Tardaim. It's to serve Zar Jakti, so it's a part of Jakti, which is the first arm, the arm with the knife, and it's only the destruction. So it's a sect, and the Manuats are used as soldiers in that sect. Then there is the third location, so Jaharsha. It's in that place that there is the biggest population of Manuat. So they are the priests and the servants of Bugua. So it's the god of generosity, but also agriculture, for example, and it is considered as the father of agriculture and generosity. So the Manuats are very peaceful in that country. After this, there is a lot of population in the free human land. So it was a land created by elves, because some elves hate humans, and so they created a land for all the non-human creature, but the humans are excluded of that land, and generally they go to make raids on the human populations around them. So they composed the army of the Pox Phoenix. Because of the capacity to resist of illness, Manuats are generally used to make attack in a long in far territories, and they collect illness on the travel. The illness don't disturb them, and when they found the population, human population, they take their blood and give it to the humans to create epidemic. And finally, there is two different regions. So in Dranberg, the Radiant City, and Gokonsva. So in these cities, the Manuats are present in two positions. So in the no-human solidarity, so it is a peaceful association which wants to which have to objective to allow a non-human creature to help themselves without the help of humans, and also to protect themselves of the animosity of humans, because especially in the cities of the pretend cities, humans can be hostile against a non-human creature, especially Manuats. And then another utility, another position is the relation with the Band of the Three Fortunes. So it's a very big gang which use the sewers or catacombs as a house. Yes, it's not only man-rats who composed that bond, but because of their capacity to resist illness, sewers are a good place for them because they are in security and they can't fall sick. So it's interesting for them. But even if Drangberg, Radiant City, or Gokonsva are the biggest locations of those two associations, they can be found in smaller cities. But I choose these three cities because they are the more important. Also, these two associations, even the criminal one, so the Bond of the Three Fortunes, don't fight humans. They are just for the no human solidarity, for example, a way to protect themselves from hostility. And for the Bond of Three Fortunes, it's criminal associations, but non especially hostile with human. It's hostile with everyone, in fact. Now, what is the relation with the scarecrow and the man-rat? So for the Puritans, because of the fact they are created, they have to be exterminated. So that's very simple. And for the shepherds, it's it's a different. So they are considered as intelligent creatures. They are not they are not fight. Expect if they are in gang, and it's true there is a high population of man-rats in gangs, but also a big population in legal life, I would say. So it's important to say that all man-rats are not criminals. Uh, so in fact, they can also be in medicine corps because they can't fall sick. They can help people against lots of disease like plague, for example. So they are very useful for big cities. So it is all for that video. For the next episode, I will ask you to choose between the Meilwaldkrone, the vampires, or the Inoshoni. And bye to the next episode.